this is absolutely fascinating. Suppose you're a woman giving birth, and you're going to have a C-section, and you figure, you know, this is our second child, our third child. We really don't want to have any more. So I'm going to ask the doctor, you know, when I go in to get my C-section, I'm going to ask them while they're in there to tie my tubes. This is a very common thing, by the way. 30%, nearly 30% of married adult women in the United States have had their tubes tied. It's very common. You know, I don't know what the vasectomy numbers are, which is what I did. You know, Louise and I, after our third child, I had a vasectomy. But in any case, makes sense, right? Get your tubes tied while you're having your C-section. It won't work if you're in a Catholic hospital, because they don't do tubal ligations. They will not tie your tubes. They don't do vasectomies, for that matter. And if you're pregnant and in any kind of risk or have a miscarriage, Catholic hospitals, you know, normally, for example, with a woman having a miscarriage, a normal hospital would induce an abortion to make sure the embryonic tissue is completely removed. Catholic hospitals won't. They require the doctors to wait until the woman is nearly dying. I mean, this isn't because of the new anti-abortion laws. This has been the Catholic hospitals' policies forever. And they're also equally bad at end of life. If you're old and in enormous pain and dying anyway, and you would just like a little extra morphine, you know, that might kind of push you over the top, who knows, Catholic hospital will not help you. Or if you're a trans person and you want or need hormone therapy or a hysterectomy or a mastectomy, Catholic hospitals won't help you. Why? Because Catholic hospitals take their orders from the Pope, not from doctors. And this is a real problem because in the United States, the 10 largest Catholic healthcare systems now own or control 394 hospitals. They also own 864 urgent care centers, 385 ambulatory surgery centers, 274 physician groups, and more than 1,100 hospitals overall. 4 of the 10 largest healthcare systems in the country are Catholic. More than 30% of all births in the United States now occur in Catholic hospitals, where women are literally taking their lives in their hands by going into these Catholic hospitals in the event there is some sort of complication that would normally be resolved with an abortion. In 2018, the New York Times looked at the websites of and by the way, they don't tell you this. Catholic hospitals don't tell you this. The New York Times looked at the websites of 652 Catholic hospitals and found that 2/3 of them did not make clear even that they were Catholic. And only 3% said, here are all the procedures that a normal hospital would do that we will not do. Only 3%. So patients are not informed. So in response to this, the state of Colorado now, and the lawmakers in Colorado, Democrats actually specifically, passed a law requiring Catholic hospitals in Colorado to inform patients of what they can't get, the care that they will not be able to get in that Catholic hospital. And I think this is really important. Catholic hospitals are also a major source of revenue for the Catholic Church. They have been helping to fund these lawsuits against pedophile priests for years and years and years. You know, hospitals are, especially big hospitals, enormous profit centers. And the hospitals are run as nonprofits, the church is run as a nonprofit, but really all that means is they don't pay taxes. They're making piles of money. So what Colorado did, in my opinion, is a really important and good step that I think the rest of the country should seriously consider emulating. What say you? It's 17 minutes past the hour. I'll pick up your calls right after the break. What's on your mind?